The Firefly and the Moon, finding value in your own light. Once upon a time, in a quiet forest, there lived a little firefly named Flick. Flick loved to light up the dark with his tiny glow, but he often felt small and unimportant. One night, Flick looked up at the big, bright moon shining in the sky. Flick said,
"I wish I could shine as brightly as the moon. Then, everyone would notice me."
The moon heard Flick and said,
"Hello, little firefly. Why do you look so sad?"
Flick said,
"You light up the whole sky, and I only make a tiny glow. How can I be special like you?"
The moon smiled and said,
"Come with me, and I'll show you something."
Flick flew up high and followed the moon's soft light through the forest. They stopped near a dark, quiet pond where frogs and crickets were resting. The moon said,
"Flick, light up your glow here."
Flick blinked his tiny light, and the pond sparkled with little reflections. The frogs croaked happily, and the crickets chirped. One frog said,
"Thank you, little firefly. Your light helps us see in the dark."
Flick smiled, feeling a little better. The moon said,
"Let's go somewhere else."
They flew to a field where a family of rabbits was searching for their burrow. The moon said,
"Flick, shine your light for them."
Flick glowed brightly, and the rabbits found their way home. The mother rabbit said,
"Thank you, Flick. Your light is just what we needed."
Flick looked at the moon and said,
"My tiny light made a big difference, didn't it?"
The moon nodded and said,
"See, little one. You may not light up the whole sky, but your glow shines where it matters most."
From that night on, Flick stopped comparing himself to the moon. He realized that everyone has their own way of shining, and his light was special too. Flick flew through the forest proudly, lighting up the places that needed him most.